What is happening, sports fans? It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-Pack. I'm here with my main man, the DFS Patriot. It is Saturday, January 8th. I thought I was going to say it's 8th. What's going on, man?
What's cracking? Hopefully everyone had a good night last night and used every single piece of Utah and made some good cash.
You had to use all of Utah. I mean, even though, Forrest wasn't great, he still had, 20 DK points, and obviously Pascal and Hughes were musts.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Butler was a must. Whiteside was, the worst of them all.
And he started off super hot.
Yeah, you were, get Whiteside to chill. And,
I was like, get him to cut the shit.
And he's the only one of all those guys, and we'll get to that game, I think it's first, that I like tonight.
Yeah, it's the third one on the docket that I have in front of me. But no reason to not go right back to him.
Yeah, they are getting a bunch of guys back. I know Mitchell's back, and Bogdanovich is back.
Clarkson's in.
Yeah, Clarkson's in. So the secondary, guards and stuff, I'm not really interested in. But Whiteside, I think is still one of the best plays on the slate. You want to pull DK up?
Yes, sir. All right, let's. All right, we're up. So
right,
first is Milwaukee and Charlotte. Sorry.
Yeah, all these games start except for one.
Yeah, one late game and everything else is between 7 and 7:30. So
that late game could throw a wrench into things.
What happened?
That late game could throw a wrench into things.
Yeah, it could. But so do you think Milwaukee's going to rest people today?
I could see it. It was also a light game for Giannis last night. He got into big foul trouble, so only played 11 minutes in the first half. And then they blew them out, so he rested in the fourth quarter. So no, I don't.
Yeah. He really didn't play much at all. 27 minutes, that's his lowest in forever.
Exactly. And in a game they won by 20. So would I be shocked? No. But do I think so? No.
Right, for sure. So if we're thinking about that, so Holiday's out, Lopez out, Connaughton, Grayson Allen, DiVincenzo, and George Hill. My question is, how do you not just go back to Portis and Noir knowing how poor Charlotte is on the boards?
Because he played 31 minutes and had 17 DK points last night.
Yeah, was he going to get a better matchup than Charlotte?
He will get a better matchup than Charlotte, but he also got extra run because of the blowout. I don't know. He's expensive now. I don't think he's I'm not really looking at him, to be honest. I think he's fine. But a couple of those games came with Giannis out, and that's a big difference.
Oh, right, for sure. Yeah, no. And that
Middleton and Holiday out is great for the other guys.
Right.
But nothing is like Giannis being out, because you know what I'm saying?
Guy's got all the usage in the world.
Exactly, as he should. So with him in, I think Nora's a sneaky piece. I think that he'll be low owned, as he should be. He's got upside, but I think he's got a low floor.
Yeah, that's a good call, yeah. What about Portis?
He is getting a good amount of love, though. I see that. So maybe I'm wrong there.
Well, yeah, I think people are playing the minutes in the matchup more so than maybe the production.
Charlotte, you can basically play anyone against Charlotte. So
correct.
I have no problem with anyone on Milwaukee. Portis, I think, is
balled
last night. He balled last night. Now, I will say a big reason he balled is because of the Giannis foul trouble. He only had 2 points in the second half. Not DK points, but real points.
Real points, yeah. Yeah, saying 6,500. It's not a terrible price tag for him. But again, he's so active on the boards. I can see him just eating on the boards.
Yeah, same. He had 5 points in the second half. He made a 3 also. I think he's definitely in play. No Brook Lopez, no Cousins anymore.
Right.
I think he's wildly in play for sure. And what about Giannis?
What's not to like about him? Like you said, he played his lowest minute total, of probably the season last game. And like you said, really good. And they don't play defense.
I also think this is going to be a game. Charlotte's favored.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me nervous about is everyone playing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but Charlotte's favored, man. The line is
the line.
Great. Yeah, exactly. The line is the line right now. Which gets me to the Charlotte side, because I think they have some pieces in play.
Mm-hmm.
Bridges, still really affordable.
Yeah, yeah. Especially for who he is and what he's been doing lately.
The problem with Charlotte is they just have a lot of good players. And I will say this, he started off so hot against Detroit. Actually, he probably lost one because of the blowout.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That game was over by the halftime, essentially.
Yeah, good call. I think Bridges, LaMelo Ball balled against Milwaukee last time they played. Had like a 60 spot. So 65 spot maybe.
Yeah, and the other thing is too is like he's not getting he has 64. He's not getting Holiday defense this time.
Yeah, exactly. That game was close. I expect this game to be close.
Mm-hmm.
I like him a lot here. I think he's a very good look.
Yeah, I have no issues with him. Again, if he put up that many, that kind of stat line against, Drew Holiday, who we know is a top tier defender, right? I think he's gonna have a good game, and he's 1,000 less than he was in that game.
Good call.
So, yeah, I have no issues with that whatsoever.
Sweet.
Anything else in this game?
Not really. I mean, I think Rozier is in playing tournaments because, I mean, on any given night, he's got big upside. It's evidenced by the 43 plus. He's gotten 3 of 5.
Right, for sure. Yeah, but I think you hit the nail on the head in the sense of like these are all good guys, and any of these other guys besides a ball type, could just be fine.
Yeah, they got a lot of good players, like for fantasy purposes, and it's like hard to really pick and choose after Ball. Bridges stands out because his price is really affordable for what it's been all year.
Correct.
But even him, like I like him, but I love Ball.
Yeah, Ball's a different beast, and I think you could game stack this game right off the bat.
Definitely you could.
So, and you really only need one piece from Charlotte to do so.
I agree. You could definitely game. The problem is when you're using LaMelo and Giannis, like that's pricey.
That's a lot of salary for one game. But
yeah,
it's doable. That's for damn sure.
I mean, but listen, I mean, Giannis and LaMelo could each have monster games here. So I don't think it's a bad idea at all.
Right, for sure. And I mean, we saw the point total from the last time they played. They could replicate that easily.
Yeah, and it's also not a slate where with only 5 games, I think that we have to be so worried about late plays.
Right. Yep. All right. All right. Next.
Also helps that Whiteside's 3,500.
Well, that's going to be a nice little salary saver, and I think he probably rubbed some people the wrong way, only putting up 21 last night.
Yeah, he did, but he'll still be chalky because he's still on 3,500. It's not like this went up, and people know who he is. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
And I think you just play him. This next game is kind of interesting though because these teams both stink, but now they're playing each other.
Yeah, I don't know. So Carter's questionable. Isn't Cole Anthony supposed to play tonight?
Didn't he play last game?
Did he? Oh yeah, January 5th. Yeah. And he had 45 DK points in 26 minutes.
I mean, these teams both stink.
Oh God, yeah, they're awful.
But they're playing each other though.
They stink collectively. Like they're bad individually. They're even worse when they play together.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I mean, nothing excites me from this game.
The problem is, especially with Cole Anthony back,
he takes away so much.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in any other Orlando. I think he's in play if he plays, but not a priority at 8,100 for me. The nice thing about him and this game, though, is usually we're scared of Orlando and Detroit guys because of blowout concerns. I'm not scared of that here.
I cannot imagine this game blows out one way or the other.
You know what I mean? I mean, it could, but I have no idea which side it would. So it probably won't.
Right, yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. I think that with guys back, Cunningham's now back for Detroit. That means that that's kind of the case all over here.
Right, same thing. So on the Detroit side, Grant's out, Olynyk's out, Frank Jackson's out.
And now Stewart's back, though, taking Lyles out of play.
And Corey Joseph is back, too. So that's going to take away from Walton.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a game, I could see stacking and it going off, but I wouldn't even in the stack, I think there's so many pieces you could potentially use. I'm just going to stay away from it, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that one.
I'll go back to these teams stink.
Yep. Good motto. Next is Utah. We'll just go right to Utah to start. Utah, Indiana. So Mitchell's playing. Conley's playing. Hold on, I got it written all down. Mitchell, Bogdan, Clarkson are in. O'Neal and Gay are questionable. And yep, that's it. No, obviously Ingles is out and Gobert's out.
Yeah, so I think, immediately you go right back to
this guy right here.
Yeah, he's like the best player on the slate again. I know he wasn't good last night, but I'm not worried about it.
No, yeah, I think having those guys like Mitchell back, I think it's just going to open up the middle for him because their ability to get to the rim and create other options is far superior than those guys that were playing last night.
Agreed.
So they're all in. I think for me that's probably the only piece with all those other guys in.
Yeah, I do think Rudy Gay is sneaky if he plays here. His price is up, but
yeah,
Whiteside is not going to play big minutes.
He played 30, but it's only because he had to.
Last night he played 30.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to play much more than that. He was in foul trouble also, though.
Yeah, he played. He had 5 fouls and he played 30 minutes still.
Yeah, they were missing a ton of guys though. Like the only guy behind him was Azubuike, and now they could. It's going to be hard to go small against Indiana though, dude. Like
they're huge.
Yeah, so I like the Indiana bigs. The Utah guards and all those guys from yesterday are now out of play for me.
Correct.
It's Whiteside. That's who I want from Utah, and I think that depending on if other guys are in or out, Royce O'Neal, he's 3,700. He could be in play, but with Mitchell in, you're not running to any of those guys.
Right, for sure.
But Indiana, man, what's up with Sabonis and LeVert?
Sabonis has no tag to him. That's from last week. He's still questionable. Brogdon is questionable for tonight. It's hard to speak on this game if all these guys are genuinely questionable.
Yeah, especially because if these guys are in, that does hurt Sabonis, even with even though they don't play the same position. The more guys that are out, Sabonis is just doing a ton right now.
Right, it's only because he has to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was funny because everyone played him against that Knicks that night.
Yeah.
And then I went right back to him the next night, and he was a third of the ownership that he was, and he balled.
He balled hard. I was on him too. No blocks for steals, even. Not that he's a big blocks for steal guy, but
but still nothing at all.
5 with no blocks or steals. It's impressive.
Yep.
How about Van Vliet last night?
Oh, he went ape shit. Absolutely nuts. I think what he finished was 71.
Yeah, 71. Best night of anyone on the slate.
Yep. LeBron was pretty damn close, though.
LeBron was pretty damn close, which is just amazing that I saw a regular game for LeBron. I looked because I fell asleep in the second half. I was like, how the hell did LeBron get 68? 4 blocks and 3 steals will do it.
Yeah, dude. I watched probably a little bit of the first half of that game, and the steals he got, it was like Westbrook would back tap it from the guard and it would go right into LeBron's hands, and I'm like, oh my god, I love every second of this.
Yeah, LeBron looks like vintage LeBron right now.
Yeah, I think he realizes he's still got to put the pedal to the metal with this team.
He looks like right now, maybe the best player in the NBA. One of them, if not the best.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
So, I don't know. Obviously, I'm a huge LeBron fan. How could I not be?
Yeah, you got to be.
Yeah, as far as the Indiana side goes, what about the Sykes and Washingtons of the world?
It's going to depend on those guards. You know what I mean?
Of course, but even if those guys are out, are you looking to pay 42 for Sykes, 42 for Washington?
I don't mind paying 42 for Sykes, more so than Washington if I had to pick one. I think
all those guys are out.
Correct. If either one of those guys is in, I want no part of either of these two guys.
I agree with that. I 100% agree.
But I think
I want that guy.
Huh?
If Brogdon or LeVert are in, I want that guy.
Yeah. You could. Except LeVert coming. I think I like Brogdon if he's back at 78 more so than I like LeVert coming back at 92.
Hell yeah.
I mean, and that's just. I think Brogdon's an overall better player too. So and that's just my personal opinion. I think they're pretty close, but I think Brogdon is better.
Not really sure about that price difference. I'm with you.
Right. All right. Next is Knicks and Boston. Knicks absolutely demoralized us. We were up 26 at halftime and lost on the buzzer on a bank shot.
Yeah, this game's interesting. They just played. I don't usually like going back to these games where teams just played. I think you see better defensive efforts. I don't know, dude. I think you see a really good defensive effort from Boston tonight. I don't like much from this game. I like a lot of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Whiteside's a lock. I like the big men for Indy. Indy could have a lot in play for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I like some pieces in the last game, I think, but I don't really like much from this game. What about you? I think Burks is interesting because he screwed us last game, and he still played big minutes. He's really affordable. Actually, I kind of like Burks.
I was going to say Burks is my favorite piece of this puzzle, especially with Fournier being questionable too.
Oh,
and he's a hard questionable too.
I'm not trying to be stubborn on Burks though. I don't feel like I have to go back there.
No, but I think you make a stronger case for him if Fournier's out.
If Fournier's out, I'll use him. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, the other guy too to look at if he's out is quickly closed the game for them against the Celtics last game, and he looked okay for his role on that team. He played a decent amount of minutes, and again, you have no Kemba, you have no Derrick Rose, and I think at 4,200 you could probably do worse.
You could definitely do worse. I like that call. I mean, he's cheap as hell, so I'm with you. I think that's interesting. I like these. I like the cheaper pieces, and Burks is my favorite. What about the Boston side? I feel like Boston's really hard to get to right now with everyone back and priced how they should be, right?
Yep. Yeah, I would agree with that completely.
That doesn't mean that Tatum and Brown aren't in play in tournaments because on any given day they can go off. I mean, Tatum had a monster game last game.
I was going to say Tatum went off.
So, you could use these guys on any given day, but, as for me right now, I like Giannis more. I think I like Sabonis more.
Especially if those guys are out.
Right. If those guys are in, I think it's a lot closer, but I probably just don't use either of them then because then I'd probably look to Chris Paul in the last game. You know what I mean? Guys in that game I like too. So I don't need to force this here. I do think people will want to go back here. There aren't that many studs to spend up on. He balled in the last game. I mean, Tatum's really good, so he's always in play. Just probably not where I go tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I think probably my favorite piece, if I had to pick a piece from the Boston side, I think Robert Williams, just because he offers you that double-double upside. He's a big block guy. They're going to need his size, especially against New York, with all the size that they offer. So
pricey though.
He is super pricey, but in the tournament, I think he could be sneaky if he starts. I mean, I don't think he's going to replicate the 7 blocks. That's just not.
I mean, listen, he's done it in a variety of ways. His assist game has been up recently.
Dude, I love if this kid can stay healthy for more than 80% of the year. I like what he can offer you.
Oh yeah, I love the Time Lord. I liked him coming out of Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm. I love them. And when you have a nickname like that after week 1 of practice, that's just phenomenal.
Yeah, agreed. How could you not love a dude like that?
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate it in tournaments, but in an optimal lineup.
Yeah.
No way you're using him over Whiteside because Whiteside honestly probably projects for more DK points than Williams.
Absolutely, and at half of the cost.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a no-brainer. The last game's kind of interesting though.
Yep. So Miami. So we have to bet Jimmy he's hard questionable, is he? Yeah, he's hard questionable with the ankle. And then Bam's out, Vincent's out, obviously Oladipo. I mean the whole shebang. Damn, Lowry is pricey.
Lowry's decently pricey, but I don't think he's too pricey if Butler's out.
Yeah, I guess
he got kicked out of that Portland game too.
Yeah, I know he did.
Look at that. He led the Miami in assists in that game in 16 minutes.
Well, I remember he was balling at the beginning because I was watching. I'm like, oh shit.
He had 25 DK points in 16 minutes. That's balling.
Right. You're almost at 2
have like
points
a
per minute.
35-point half.
Right. And then he lost his temper.
He didn't even do anything. Did you see it?
No, I just assumed
Oh,
he
it was
lost
an
his temper.
awful. He threw the ball
Really?
back at the ref, and the ref thought he was like throwing it at him and tossed him, even though like he was just tossing the ball to him. It was like egregious. Oh my God. It was egregious. Like
I just figured he pulled one of those like Toronto ones where he would like throw a temper tantrum and start going off.
Not even a little bit. Like not even close. I mean,
Yeah.
he was feeling good, playing good. He was just tossing the ball back to the ref. Yeah, couldn't believe he got tossed. If Butler's out, I kind of like Lowry, and I actually think that. Man, I don't know what to do with this game. Is Butler?
What's the line say?
The line. I want to say Phoenix is probably favored by 7. Let me see though. 9, 8.5, 9. So that kind of tells me I think Butler's not playing.
I don't think Butler's playing then if that's the line. I was gonna
I
say
mean, the line
5.5
could
to
move.
6.
The line can move, but I don't disagree with you. I mean, Butler's been hurt all year, it seems.
Right.
Man, if he's out, like the trio of Lowry, Hero, and Yurtseven, like
go right back to it.
Lowry though, I mean
Hero's so hit or miss. I mean, he puts up 1,055 shots, but like he has not been shooting the ball well.
No, I will say though, dude, if Butler's out, like I'm going right back there because those shot attempts are gold. I mean,
look at that.
He's got 23 in each of the past 3 games, and like he hasn't shot well at all. But at some point, that's going to turn around, and he's got 40 plus in him easy when he starts shooting a little bit better. And that's not even including some more dimes, etc.
Right.
I think this game's kind of interesting. I expect it to be close.
Yeah, I mean, I think close enough, and I think if we are staying on that side, I think those are the top 3 guys that you go with.
I always like Miami as like big dogs because like it's Miami, like you know what I mean. Like they're not Orlando, like they're not. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who's playing for them. Like Miami always brings it every night. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel that. So I mean, yeah, I don't even mind going back to a Caleb Martin if Jimmy's out.
No, I don't either. Lowry, Hero, Yurtseven, Caleb Martin. Max Strus played a lot, actually, dude.
Yeah, he did. But I mean, look at that. Martin played 37 minutes and did absolutely nothing with it.
Which will happen with him.
Yes, for sure.
You just have to know that.
Yep. Yeah. So, you want to go to the Phoenix side?
Yeah, let's go to the Phoenix side because I'm wondering what their situation is right now.
So the only person that's out is Kaminsky and Shamet.
So Ayton's playing, and he's probably back. He's probably good to go because, like, he missed the game for conditioning, didn't he?
Yeah, he did the last game. Yep, he will play. So I'll be curious.
Every time he's returned from an injury this year, he's balled.
Yeah. I mean, the kid, he's a stud.
And who's him inside tonight?
Yurtseven isn't big enough or strong enough to handle him.
He's tall and big enough, but he's not strong enough.
Right. Because Ayton will just bully him down.
Yeah, exactly. Ayton and CP3, and then Devin Booker, I think, is in playing tournaments. More expensive, but won't get any love. And he's like Tatum in the sense that on any given night he can go off. He doesn't do it as much as Tatum because they don't need him to.
Right. I mean, he's a guy. I mean, like I said, firsthand saw him put up 80 against the Celtics. So like, he can score in bunches, and when he starts seeing that ball flow in, like, good night, it's over.
Even in that New Orleans game and the OKC game, like you'll take that at 9K on this slate.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, listen, he's hard to get to at that price point. I'd rather get to CP3 and Ayton, but everyone will think that. And other than that, no one I'm interested in on Phoenix.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, it's too bad about the Jalen Smith thing. They just don't like him for whatever reason. So why don't you know what? I think he'd be a perfect fit for the Bulls. I was saying this to someone to come off the bench for the Bulls.
Dude, the Bulls are set up nicely though, because I don't know a guy who hasn't played for them all year that's real good.
Pat Will?
Yeah.
Like
he fits perfectly with them.
Right, and he's not going to be forced into doing too much, and he can just play his role and do his thing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, like when they are legit, like when they get him back, I think they are gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, then you know what his nickname is?
What is it?
The paw. Because like Kawhi is the claw. And he's
He's the paw.
Yeah. I think that might be his initials too. I'm not sure what his middle name is, but he's PW. No, it's not. His middle name is not A. So yeah, his nickname's the Paw.
That's awesome.
All right, should we build a little bit?
Yes, sir.
It's hard, dude, without knowing the indie situation because
I know, because that opens up so much value.
A ton in play or nothing in play.
Right.
Because like if Brogdon plays, I don't feel like I have to lock him in because who knows how much he plays and stuff. He's been hurt and in and out. He tried to come back one game, they pulled him. So like he's far from a lock for me.
Yep, for sure.
I mean, if I'm building right now, give me Giannis, Middleton, who we didn't really talk about.
I played him last night with my pairing, and it was perfect.
He was solid.
Yep.
Not as good as Elijah Hughes, but solid.
Yeah.
Portis. Can I even get LaMelo in this?
Ooh, that'd be tough. I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna go Whiteside too, obviously.
Worst. Yeah.
So you're looking at 36.
Take Portis out.
Yeah.
Whiteside at center.
Yep.
Guy that I liked was Burks. He's like not that much less expensive than Portis, though, is the problem.
He's only 600 less than Portis.
Yeah. I don't know. This is. I think I got to cut. I mean,
well, you got to cut.
I'm fine with Giannis and LaMelo. So take Middleton out.
Yep.
When you use these two, though, you're not getting other good players on the slate. Like you're not getting Sabonis.
Right. And you're not getting. There's not like the great value that there's been either. So you're really bottom barrel picking.
Even the Indiana guys are priced up.
Right. Yeah.
If they're in play.
Right, because Sykes is 42, Washington's 4.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take out LaMelo. Like, I like him, but I'm taking him out because I want, like, if Butler's out, Hero. Give me Hero and Burks.
Hero.
Miles Bridges.
Yep. He's always a solid piece.
Yeah, he's pretty affordable.
I always forget which one's which.
Top one. He's 73.
Okay. I don't know why I screw them up. Them two and the Morris brothers all the time.
This is doable with 4,800. I mean, listen, a lot will depend on the indie guys.
Yeah.
But I can definitely make this work, I think. You're right, though. Not a lot of cheap value, which would make a guy like Sykes for me still a lock if Brogdon and them are out.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's still probably the cheapest. I mean, even Washington.
Right.
He's been bad, but I feel like the good game's coming for him, dude. I really do. Like, it's not always about what you've done the past few games. You know what I'm saying? I'm right. What you're about to do this game.
Right.
Nothing I really like here, but I don't know. It's hard with Giannis being so expensive without having the true value.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I think your point is well taken in the sense of he didn't play a lot last night. Like he played little, and this is a big game for them too. I mean, it's another big game. Every game's a big game, really. And you take out, the line says someone sits. We think so. It could be a Middleton sit night.
And even if no one sits, and this is the line, like that makes me love Giannis. Like
right.
In a close game like that, are you kidding me? Against the Hornets, like
right.
I mean, if this game plays out like I think it should, Giannis is going to be a must here.
Yep.
Okay, what you got?
All right, let's see. So I'm going to go.
I'm interested to see who different you're going to use.
Portis, Whiteside. I'm going back to Nwora.
So no Giannis.
No, I'm going to go Giannis.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna put him at 4th. And then point guard, who do I want? What do I 50? That's not bad. So again, like if we say that he's in, I mean, I can always pivot that off to quickly if I want to. And then Hero 59 left. Who else do I have on my docket? I have Burks. Oh shit. That leaves me 6 at the guard spot. What's that? Probably nothing. Is that a dead zone? Yeah, dead zone.
Yeah.
So I'm probably jumping off Hero then. Then if this could be a spot where maybe you go down to Strauss.
Yeah, that Butler news is definitely worth.
And then you can go Lowry like that. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind something like that. Again, if he's out or if those guys are in, I should say, I can always take him and move him to quickly, or I can move off of, let's play the advocate that like he is out. We could take them out, and you could go, I can go Hero instead, and then my guard spot I have 5K, which would give me. I mean, I could go Robinson, but I mean, I think ideally what I would do is I'd switch to quickly.
Yeah, I'd hardly ever play Robinson.
Yep.
I just can't do it when he's still like 5K.
Yeah. Yep.
He's like worse to me than like KCP.
Really? See, KCP drives me bananas.
Oh, if they were both the same price, I would play KCP in a second. You'd play Robinson. I can't say that that's wrong.
I think I'd probably play Robinson just because.
What about Robinson or Dorian Finney-Smith?
Finney-Smith.
I agree.
Yeah, I think Finney-Smith's easier because he does a lot more. So
sorry, I sneezed.
No, you're good. Yeah, I just think he does a lot more. So
fair enough. I don't know. That's all I got for this slate. How about you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's about it.
Appreciate you guys as always. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll be coming out with NFL info very soon. Thanks again, guys.
Sir. See you. Thanks, guys.